Evening, guys. Again, I am your host, and once again, this is out of Breitbart News, where I'm sure many of you have already heard. Democrat Representative Brenda Lawrence went on to state that I want the Senate to vote on censoring Trump, not removal. Why the sudden change of heart? Now, don't get me wrong, guys. It's not that Brenda doesn't want President Trump to be impeached. It's that she just doesn't want him to be removed from the House, of course. But she does want the Senate, which is led by the majority of the Republican Party, to do the right thing by censoring President Trump. But we already know how that's already planning out to look when it comes to this whole impeachment thing with the Republican Party being the majority there in the Senate. But of course, we already know that there are two members of the Democrat Party who are, of course, to be moderates that are completely against this entire impeachment sham. But the article here goes on to further read on Tuesday broadcasts of CNN's Out Front Representative Brenda Lawrence, a Democrat of Michigan, stated that she wants the House to impeach President Trump, but she wants the Senate to vote on censoring the president rather than removing him. Where Lawrence went on to further state, I have been on the record since 2017. I was the first to sign on to Representative Green's resolution for the impeachment. I have not wavered from that. But the discussion was, would the Republicans in the Senate go through and impeach President Trump? There seems to be a giving in that, but the thing that keeps me awake and troubles me, and what I was talking about in that, where there is actually a movement to absolve the president of any wrongdoing, where she went on to state, we cannot afford that. Well, of course, we already know that President Trump done absolutely nothing wrong. But tell that to the Democrats, for crying out loud. This man could, drop the F-bomb while on stage, and they'll sit there and say, oh, that's an impeachable offense, for crying out loud. And I mean, they've been trying for the last 3 years to impeach this guy. And that's why everybody refers to them, the Democrat Party, as the do-nothing Democrats, because they have done nothing for the American people for the last 3 years, as I've stated before, but tried to get President Trump impeached, and it's really not fair. It's total bullcrap, and it really needs to stop. It's a complete disgrace, just like McCarthy said. But of course, the Democrat Party does not trust the American people, with us being no less than 11 months away until America goes to the polls to vote again in 2020. But of course, as always, this is my entire opinion on this situation. But of course, if you would like to read up further on this headline, I will be leaving a link in the description box below. But with that being said, if we happen to have any further updates or any breaking news, I will do my very best to bring that to you. And with that being said, do subscribe and be sure to hit that little bell. And again, have a good night, everyone, and God bless.